Hi, Professor.
Okay,
I'm Oliver Clarke.
Hi, how are you?
Very nice to see you and welcome to Jamaica.
Thank you.
If we could talk a little bit about microlending. What do you define as microlending and how extensive is microlending now throughout the world?
Well, microlending basically is lending money to the poor people, particularly to the poor women, without collateral, without guarantee, without any lawyers in between. It's a trust-based lending and for income-generating activity with a very reasonable interest rate so that it doesn't go off in that direction.
But after your start, it's now pretty extensively practiced throughout the world.
Yes, we started 31 years back in a small village, lending a total of $27 to 42 people. And it worked. Gradually we expanded it and other people become interested in it. So today it works all over the world, including Jamaica, including all the other Caribbean countries, North America, USA, Canada.
How effective do you think it is in fighting poverty?
People try to overcome their problem in poverty, but they don't have the financial support or institutional support. Usually when you are poor, you want to have some money, only place you find money is the loan sharks. And loan sharks do the business for their benefit, not your benefit. So they try to squeeze everything out of you, whatever you got. So that doesn't work the right way. So here you bring the money in a reasonable market price. They can retain their own money, and that's what starts making changes. Then you start planning for future, bigger things, step by step, and you pull your family out of poverty. Today we work in Bangladesh with 7.5 million borrowers.
7.5 million borrowers.
7.5 million borrowers, 7.5 million families.
Yeah.
So you can imagine it's about 36, 37 million people together. And it works beautifully. This is a bank which is owned by them, and it's a bank which works for them. And they change their life. They move continuously out of poverty. 64% of the families of Grameen Bank have moved out of poverty already.
Excellent. Most 90%, I think, the loans go to women.
In our case, this is 97%.
Why are women more reliable?
We focused on women. In the beginning, our protest was against the conventional bank. Conventional bank skipped the women. My complaint was not even 1% of the borrowers happened to be women. So I said something wrong in the system. So when I began, I wanted to make sure half the borrowers, matter of them, are women. So that's what we concentrated. It was not easy because women themselves didn't believe that they should take loan, do something. They were always pointing out to their husband, I should give the money to the husband. So we tried to encourage them to take money and do something. Finally it worked. Once one woman takes it, one woman succeeds, other women become very much.
Do you think they're more reliable borrowers than men?
The impact in the family is much better if you enter the family through women. The children become the first beneficiary if women starts making money. Women are very cautious with their money. They want to get the maximum mileage out of their money. You see many positive features among women. They want to build a future as quickly as they can. Men are more relaxed. Men are more focused towards themselves rather than the broader family and so on. And they are not too worried about the future. They want to enjoy now rather than wait for the future. So seeing these differences between men and women, we thought our objective is to help the family get out of poverty quickly. We better enter the family through women rather than enter the family through men. So we switched our policy. We started focusing on women, and gradually we came very close to 100%. We could become 100% women, but we still keep some men participating in the system.
Tell us why Grameen uses this group approach to lending and how does that work?
Financial practice concerned, we can do it individually. There's no problem. We can get out of the bank. But the social impact in the family is much better if you organize it in a group because you have friendship, you look at the social issues, many of the issues that you want to take pride in, sending children to school, for example. Usually poor families don't send their children to school. They would rather have them to earn money or feed them and so on. So we encourage them, and when you are a group, you take pride, our group, all the children in school, then you compete with your next group. Lots of different kind of competitive, positive competition feeling of that comes into the picture. So we thought it's much better if you do that, going to these groups and centers, meaning several groups getting together, have weekly meeting, and take pride in the performance.
The members of the group really guarantee each other's loan?
No, we don't guarantee. For loan, you're completely on your own. Group may influence you, we could say, help you if you are in difficulty. This is another purpose of the group. If you are in difficulty, others can help you out. Husband can take the money and run away. You are alone, you're helpless. But your
I think a lot of Jamaican women would think that's what the men do.
Well, men do all kinds of things which is common all over the world.
Now, where else has Grameen, what other countries is it in?
It's almost every single.
You started in New York City?
Yes, we started in New York City. Microcredit existed in the United States for a long time.
Yeah.
We introduced microcredit in the United States back in 1987 when Governor Bill Clinton invited me to help him in addressing the poverty issue in the state. And ever since they were doing that. But they were not self-reliant, they were not free from raising money all the time and concentrating their time on that one. So we said, let's do it in a financially viable way. So that's how we began one program.
And how is the operation?
It operates very well, the same the way that we do it in villages of Bangladesh. 5 women get together, form a group, and they have weekly meetings. They pay weekly installments to pay back their loans for income generating activities. They get the loan. And today there are about 225 borrowers in Jackson Heights in New York.
Yeah.
And all of them are women. And they have been taking loans ranging from $500 to $3,500. And the repayment is 100%, not a single installment has been missed so far. So it works pretty well, and many people are waiting in line to join in. So despite the fact people thought that they would be reluctant to form groups, they would be reluctant to pay in installments, the reality turned out to be quite different.
Where does Grameen raise its money to lend? Is it grant money?
Within Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, entirely financed to its own resources. We never go to a donor, we never go to a bank, we never go to government for any money. We have lots of money ourselves. What we do is just raise deposits. We, like any bank do, we take deposits and lend money to the poor people. We expect the money to go around.
So it's deposit money that you're taking and re-lending?
That's right.
Right? Good. How would you think a micro-lending organization should measure its effectiveness? Is there a number here?
Yeah. First, it should be self-reliant. It should cover all its costs, number one. Number two, it should have impact in the family, seeing that the family is moving up to income level. Children are moving into education and getting better prepared. Next generation of the family is getting more prepared than normally they would be. So these are the basic features that you work for. After all, microcredit is business to help people get out of poverty. Microcredit is not something that you go there to make money out of the poor people. So that's the objective should be very clear.